Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the next update of Battlefield 6, what needs to happen in it. We're going to take a look at the gameplay trailer, and DICE are removing more game modes from Battlefield 6, so I'm going to take you through a very funny sequence of events with that as well. If you enjoy, be sure to hit the like button, hit the sub button, check out the second channel, and of course, swing by the streams. I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders and this YouTube channel. Let's get the obvious out of the way. The trailer in the background is really visually stunning in my opinion. I don't really understand how they made it, because it seems to be choreographed, but it still very obviously looks staged in like a trailer, right? And I refuse to believe that they got all of this stuff to work in a row and they like filmed this in one take. So shout out to the trailer team once again. They basically carry the entire franchise. Of course, the trailer is showing Wake Island. In my opinion, Wake Island is actually shaping up to be maybe one of the better modern recreations of it. It looks to be really infantry friendly, as well as, of course, focusing on naval warfare and vehicle gameplay very, very heavily. Another thing you may have noticed throughout the trailer is that they have clearly made massive weapon reticle improvements to red dot sights and all sorts of scopes, even including the grenade launcher sight. Whatever they did, these reticle updates are going to be absolutely huge, and I certainly hope, and I would assume, that they're going to come in the next update whenever Wake Island releases on the 18th. They look to be more illuminated, you can really see them very, very well, and they appear to be a direct upgrade to whatever we have in the current version of Battlefield 6. Other than that, they really take us through the entire map, objective by objective, and the center portion of the map appears to be a decent connection point in between some of the other objectives that are classically placed along the U shape of the island. It should improve map flow, or at least that's what I hope it does. So, all in all, interested to see how this version of Wake Island plays. However, I really have to drive this point home in the beginning section of this video. I honestly couldn't care less about the new map. How about we fix some of the game problems? I would love to see bug fixes and just general gameplay impacting things happen in the next patch notes. I want the black screen bug fixed. I would love to see fixes regarding really any of the irritating things that happen in this game. Supply pouches bouncing everywhere, the deployable cover not being able to be placed, maybe a grenade launcher nerf, maybe some other bug fixes regarding vehicles, right? Fix the igla going through flares. The last two patch notes for both the main Season 4 update and the last update have done nothing. We cannot possibly afford to go 0 for 3 in Season 4 updates. Here we are looking at an overview of Wake Island. This should be a very, very familiar layout to anyone that has ever played Battlefield. But if you're not familiar with this map, typically, as you can see, there are aircraft carrier spawns. Your team will take off from the aircraft carriers with vehicles, and you will fight on this U-shaped island with that new center point. Moving on to talking about the game mode fiasco. I mean, it's just a complete circus as far as I'm concerned. So, Battlefield Bulletin actually documented the entire sequence of events, and following it step by step is hilarious. So first, this tweet. Operation Augur and King of the Hill are back, but only for a limited time. So Operation Augur obviously has to do with that Season 2 game mode they featured. You basically play double breakthrough on Contaminated and then Hagental Base, if you ever get to it, back to back. And then what I think is hilarious is they are bringing back King of the Hill, which used to be a permanent game mode, as a limited time game mode. Then, just a couple hours later, another tweet. Battlefield Studios has removed Domination from custom search. It is only available via Flag and Frag multiplayer playlist alongside King of the Hill. Fast forward about another hour, we have an update. Battlefield Studios just removed several game modes from custom search, including Domination and Team Deathmatch. King of the Hill was added and immediately deleted from custom search. They've also removed the Flag and Frag multiplayer playlist from the main menu. And finally, in this epic saga, update number 2. King of the Hill, I can hardly read this with a straight face. King of the Hill and Team Deathmatch are back via Battlefield 6's custom search, as well as the Flag and Frag multiplayer playlist featuring King of the Hill and Domination. Domination has been removed from custom search. What the hell is going on? Can we please get some specific targeted communication regarding the exact plan? And I understand they mentioned some matchmaking stuff and how they're going to be switching around playlists and monitoring data and all that stuff. But what is the real end goal here? Like, why are we just removing game modes without telling anybody? These are fan favorite modes. Domination is like my saving fucking grace. When I'm done playing Conquest and Breakthrough, having a little bit of a more controlled experience, right, is just nice. It's just a little bit more relaxing and enjoyable. And you're telling me I'm going to have to be worried now that it's just going to be deleted from the game at random? As far as I can tell, the community is just as upset and annoyed with this as I am. I mean, I have seen such a negative sentiment regarding their direction and just the way they're handling this. And in the back of my head, ladies and gentlemen, I can't help but think, how are they possibly going to cleanly and smoothly implement a server browser and integrate it into the existing Battlefield 6 experience while also simultaneously having matchmaking? How is this possibly going to go smoothly? And I think they're also very worried about it because, of course, they were very reluctant to even give us a release window for the server browser. And now, of course, we learned that it's coming basically at the end of the year, presumably in December. And that will be the final thing that will ever be added in 2026 to Battlefield 6 before they go on to holiday break. So they're giving themselves as much time as possible to try to smooth things over, which kind of worries me because it tells me that it's potentially not going very well behind the scenes with the development of that. Going to be extremely interested to see how that goes in the end. The final thing I want to talk about in this video is, of course, the two-seater jets that were shown in the trailer. And the reason why I'm including this last is because, honestly, I was kind of underwhelmed, but I also didn't really know what to expect. The two-seater just appears to be just a normal pilot seat that controls a bunch of the regular stuff. And the second seat appears to be this lock-on seat. In terms of how much teamwork this will take to make it effective, I'm not really sure. Dogfighting against these jets, if you can just look around and free lock everything in the cockpit, if you can look all the way to your right or all the way above you and lock onto jets and shoot missiles in the second seat, dude, it's going to be very interesting in terms of air gameplay. You might just get griefed by a two-seater jet from a crazy angle when it's not even necessarily trying to fight you. But I am going to try to make some videos on the two-seater jets. I have talked to Silk. I've been talking to Silk for the past couple months, actually, about the jets. Him and I had a couple ideas about, like, some collab videos we could make, so maybe that'll come. Obviously, he's in fucking Australia, and I'm not, so the time difference is insane. But I will see what I can work out, and yeah, appreciate you guys watching. That's all I have for you today in this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button, and let me know your thoughts about all this stuff in the comment section. Hit the sub button, check out the streams, and of course, subscribe to the second channel as well. Everything will be linked in the description and the pinned comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.